So I got this whining sound coming out of the front end, and it's happening when I steer. So here, listen to this. Hear that? And if I hold it there, the whining continues. Then it stops. Now the same sound occurs if I get on the brake too. I put it in neutral. Hear the whining? And it goes away. So what I think is going on is something with the power steering fluid or the power steering pump. Hopefully the pump is not shot, and the reason I'm saying it happens with both the steering and the brake is because on this truck the power booster, or the brake booster I think is what they call it, shares the fluid with the power steering fluid, and it circulates through that pump. So that's what I think is going on. So we're going to pop the hood and see if we can figure out what's going on with this. So here's the power steering reservoir on the driver's side, right in the front, and you can see the min-max line there, and if I put some light behind it, we'll check the level, and you can see that level's certainly low. I'm going to put a turkey baster in there and get some of that old fluid out, see the condition of it, see how it looks, and I'll do a partial drain and refill. Okay, so all I'm going to do here is remove the cap. And then let's stick the turkey baster in there and see the condition of this fluid. Yeah, it looks a little dark. It's so low, I can't even reach it all the way. Yeah, it's really low. There's not going to be much to suck out. I guess we got to look at why I'm low on fluid here, because it is a closed system. It must be leaking somewhere. I have a feeling it's leaking at the brake booster. We're going to try to get as much as we can out of here. Okay, so this truck, the F-250, takes the Mercon V. You can see here, automatic transmission and power steering fluid. I'm going to top this off. You can see the difference in the color. I'm going to come a little extra high. I'm actually going to come almost right to the top here. I'm way above the max line, because what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to start moving the steering wheel side to side and try to get any air out of there. Okay, so I turned the wheel from stop to stop 3 times, and I also pumped the brake a couple times. So what I'm going to do is get the turkey baster and pull some of that out again, and I'll top it off once again. Now the reason I'm taking and dumping this fresh fluid out that I just put in is because when I was turning the wheel from side to side, I'm hoping it circulated a little bit through the lines and maybe got some of that old stuff out. But let me tell you, it already felt better, and I didn't hear any whining already, so I think that was the issue. So this isn't a complete flush. If I wanted to do a complete flush, I would have to disconnect the lines, turn the wheel side to side, while making sure that I keep the reservoir topped off. I think I'm swapping out a good amount of fluid here, certainly to help and make a difference. Some more. Let's check that level. All right, I'm above the max line now, so let's get this buttoned up. Okay, let's see if that partial flush and refill did the trick. No whining. Remember, when I would hold it there, we would hear a whine. Let's go all the way to the stops. Yeah. Very good. Looks like it did the trick. Well, that was a simple fix. So that's it. It just really needed to be topped off, but I got some of that yucky stuff out of there that looked pretty dirty and put some nice fresh fluid in. but we should see what the cause of the problem is, because I shouldn't be losing fluid, so I must have a leak somewhere. So let's inspect that a little bit more and see if we can find where we're losing it from. So I'm back under the hood here, and if you follow back almost to the firewall there, right there, that little silver canister, that's part of the brake booster, and you can see there's some slop on it, and there's definitely some residue and fluid on the top of that. You can see there's a lot of residue, and that, yeah, see, so there's probably a little bit of a drip coming right out of there. I'm hoping the brake booster itself isn't leaking, because that's a pretty expensive piece. But if it's just a matter of a slow leak and I got to keep an eye on it every once in a while, I'll just keep topping it off. I'm a little bit above the max line because I feel it'll work some air out of it, but I'll keep an eye on that. So there you have it. That was an easy fix. If you have a squeal coming from your steering when you start moving the wheel, or if you have one of those brake boosters and you step on the pedal and it starts squealing in a similar fashion, hey, you might just be low on a little bit of power steering fluid. Maintenance is key, especially on these trucks. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.